Yes, Kenya. Tamu sana, tamu sana, tamu sana, yes. In this video, I want us to have a look at a tweet by Raila Odinga some few hours ago. For the tweet is going to form the basis of our analysis and discussion right now. Raila Odinga. Baba has left the country for a week's visit to several nations, starting with India. See you all when I'm back. Meanwhile, can William Ruto and Kenya Kwanza stop it with the lamentations? That's Raila Odinga. And Raila is just confirming that he is officially out of the country. He is traveling to several countries, starting with India. And that tweet is causing a lot of political discussion across the board. Leaders supporting William Ruto are attacking Raila Odinga because of that tweet. In this video, I want us to understand Raila Odinga's game plans here. If you are watching us for the very first time, subscribe, give this video a like. Yes. Even before we dig deep into our analysis, let me say this. Any person underestimating Raila Odinga politically, that's a person making a very big political blunder. And I've always maintained that Raila is a politician who, if you look at his political nature, you cannot write him off politically. And in several occasions, in areas we saw in Redeem Raila was finished politically, Raila has always reinvented himself and he has always come out stronger than he was in the first place. And I'm saying that again because if you look at this government, it's very clear and very obvious that this is a government that is going to perform poorly. This is a government that is going to perform poorly, more than any other government that has ruled Kenya maybe since independence. And Raila already knows that. And then if you look at Kenyans, there are some Kenyans, or rather not even Kenyans, all over the world. We have a citizenry who are always opposed to the government. They always oppose the government. If you look at William Ruto's government, it's clear that it's not going to deliver or fulfill on their campaign promises and pledges. So that's going to create a lot of desperation amongst Kenyans. And this is why I've always maintained that any other person who will be challenging William Ruto in 2027, that person will be seen as a hero. And Kenyans might be shocked again in 2027. In 2022, it's clear Kenyans were shocked. William Ruto did something that has never been seen before in Kenya. Somebody contesting for the presidency for the very first time and winning, beating the so-called systems. That was not expected. And I'm also seeing in 2027, Kenyans might also vote in a unique way that is also not expected. Just as William Ruto made history by being the first person to contest and to win the presidency on his first attempt, I'm also seeing a very high possibility where in 2027, William Ruto might also make history as the first president to lose a presidential election in Kenya. A one-term president. And I'm seeing all those possibilities. And the reason is simple. William Ruto promised heaven to Kenyans, but he's not going to deliver even the clouds. He is going to perform below par. There is going to be a lot of desperation amongst Kenyans. And any other person who will associate with William Ruto's government after the 5 years I strongly believe that person most definitely will meet the wrath of Kenyans. What's Raila Odinga's game plan here? Raila is already consolidating his support base. Raila is not giving up. Raila most likely looking at him, Raila is not surrendering. And there are two reasons to explain that. Raila knows that in terms of the war among the people, William Ruto will lose that war among the people come 2027. Yes, he has all the instruments of power, yes, but in terms of on the war amongst the people, William Ruto will lose that war. So Raila is on a mission to make sure he consolidates Kenyans, his traditional support bases, the 6 regions in Kenya. Raila wants to consolidate that support so that in the event, maybe he will be contesting again or he will be supporting somebody in 2027, they will have a solidified support base behind them. That's Raila's game plan here. Raila does not want William Ruto or his team to penetrate this support base. And this foreign trips Raila is starting, rather Raila is, these foreign trips, in my honest opinion, I'm seeing a Raila Odinga who is already mounting a 2027 presidential campaigns. He is already preparing for that war. So Raila wants to start it early enough, because also William Ruto from the just concluded elections, Ruto also proved that the earlier you start it, the better. So the main thing taking Raila Odinga outside to these foreign countries, in my honest opinion, Raila is just going for strategy and to mobilize for funds. That's the main thing, in my honest opinion, taking Raila Odinga out. Raila is already looking for funds for his 2027 campaigns. He wants to start the campaigns immediately. That's one thing. And then secondly, we all know that Miguna is coming on 20th. And you know Miguna is somebody who loves publicity. In my honest opinion, Raila wants to give Miguna that latitude to spew all hate he has for Raila Odinga. And then upon Raila arriving, he'll just wash away all that hate spewed by Miguna. So that's also strategic in that Raila want to give that Miguna and William Ruto's team to do what they can in that period he will not be around. So that's also a strategy by Raila Odinga to give these people time to say anything they want to say about him without him directly responding. And then one thing again I'm seeing here, Raila is just trying to provoke William Ruto. Because already that foreign trip, those foreign trips by Raila Odinga is already causing jitters in William Ruto's team. Some very close William Ruto allies are already attacking Raila Odinga because of those foreign trips. Yes. And that's what Raila Odinga wants. Raila wants these people to talk about him. Because the more they talk about him, Raila gets that political relevance. And I'm saying that because, assuming these people were ignoring Raila Odinga, Raila could have just slowly become politically irrelevant, in my honest opinion. As of now, he could have just become politically irrelevant if all these people were ignoring him. But if they attack Raila Odinga, then they're just giving him that relevance and that sympathy. And that's what Raila Odinga wants. If you look at William Ruto since yesterday, he has been attacking Raila Odinga. And he does not know that the moment he attacks Raila Odinga, he is giving Raila relevance. He is now projecting Raila Odinga as a force to reckon with. Something Raila Odinga has been lacking in the past few weeks. Yeah, just figure it out. If Raila attacks William Ruto's government and they ignore him, Raila won't, that relevance, Raila won't get it. But if they respond to him, they are just giving him that relevance. So Raila is on a mission to mobilize for funds for 2027 campaigns, and he wants to start those campaigns immediately lands in the country. Let me stop it there, ladies and gentlemen. If you want to over discussion and chat with me, or even to support this channel, contact me through my number. I've pinned it on the comment section. Let's meet in our next analysis.